The first 8 to 10 homes that first year in 2017 were mostly my dad's funds. My dad had a job, so he was saving money every month too, which, helped replenish in case I screwed up one of the deals or, we weren't able to pull out all the money. But even if you don't have a father's money or anything like that, you can totally go and do it with a private money lender or a joint venture partner. You can buy it, rehab it, rent it out, and then refinance it and pay out the investor after, right? So you can totally scale it even, if you have your own capital or without your own capital, you can totally burn using somebody else's money. It's just finding those people. And how I found those people. So as soon as I started doing turnkey rentals, we as a family or my dad or myself didn't have enough money. Even though we had these 8 to 10 cash flowing rentals, you're only making $200-300 a month a door. So you're not making that much money to go and do deals yourself now. So what I started doing in 2018 was now I had like a track record. So I used my dad's funds to go and build that track record of like case studies. And I was literally build these case studies of like, here's what we bought it for, what we paid in renovation and what we sold it for or refinanced it for. And then I would go network my ass off in LA with people on bigger pockets and just have meetings every single day with people in bigger pockets. Like, hey, I'm Antoine. I invest in rental properties out of state. Do you want to hear some deals that I've done? Do you have any interest in investing out of state? How much cash do you have? Okay, great. Yeah, I'll reach out to you when I have another deal. And then like
just nonchalantly, how much cash do you have?
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
And then, it's important. And then I would 3 or 4 days later, they get an email like, hey, I remember when we spoke, you wanted to invest out of state, but California is way too expensive, or there's nothing you can do with your 50 grand in California, which is what you were complaining about. I think I have a solution. Let's partner up on this deal. I'll run the whole deal, but we'll split the profits 50-50 or do something like that. And also the projects meant the renovations were nothing, right? So that's another important thing. Like I didn't go and buy my first project and do like a $30,000 job. The thing was $5,000, bro. It was like interior paint and like, I think some like a couple tiles in the kitchen and the carpet needed to be replaced. And that was done for $5,000. So it wasn't a heavy renovation. The other thing that helped me scale so quickly, which is why it's kind of a lot of people say bullshit, is because I was using a credit union and they didn't have a seasoning period. So most people, when they do the BRRRR, they have to like wait 6 months and it's a super slow process. But if you can find a credit, it's probably everything's wiped out right now because of COVID. But if you can find a lender that doesn't have a seasoning period that will lend you, even if you just bought the house 30 days ago, you can do the season, you can go buy a house, renovate it for 1 to 2 weeks, rent it out. As soon as you have the lease, you go to the lender. You're like, hey, I own this house. The tenant's paying $800 a month. I'd like to do a cash out refi. They do an appraisal. Boom. You get the appraisal and it's, 10 or 20 grand higher than what you paid. You can go and do a cash out and just keep repeating the process.